guys, so we're here, episode 6 of Kicking Knowledge. I'm Walter.
And I'm Warner.
And we got our special guest for us. We have Marco here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Finally, he's here. It's tough to get this guy here.
Very busy, very busy. So we're just going to go right into it again. Just a little recap. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about a little bit about him, talk about the sneakers that he wears, what type of training does, and then we're going to get to know a little bit about him and get going. So we're going to jump right to it.
So Marco, we usually ask this question to all our guests, like, how'd you get into the fitness and working out and doing like how did it get to that point?
That's the first question?
Yeah, that's
right. It started back when I was in high school. Everything started was when I was in wrestling. I enjoyed it. It killed me like every workout that I do. And I found a passion for it. And then after that, after high school was over, it's like, what do I do?
That's where everybody started.
So I joined Planet Fitness, which is released in the gym. It's Planet Fitness.
That's what you see me say.
So that's like my way into everything. And then after that, it just went off. And then one thing led to the next. Then I did sparring races by myself, then with people, then basically I got into CrossFit, then one thing led to the next, like everything else.
Yeah. It's just a snowball effect there.
Mm-hmm.
And typically that's how it starts. Usually they don't know what to do after high school, and like after sports, like what do you do next? And then you just kind of like find your way from there.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you do Spartan racing and CrossFit. I'm guessing that's the type of training you do.
Yeah.
I guess explain, since you mentioned the Spartan race and the CrossFit, like what type of training do you do as far as like the type of workouts that you do? Just briefly, like certain workouts that you would do.
Okay. So recently I've been doing high intensity workouts, and then on the off days I do slow intensity workouts. So which is like just working on form. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do low intensity. So I just work on form, which is just working on mobility, working on how to do proper squats, how to properly do bench pressing, how to do proper pull-ups. If that means just doing 6, but 6 good ones, just doing that and just doing from 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and then just calling it a day. And then on my high intensity ones would be like Saturday and Sunday. Those are the ones that I go in where, like, if I'm not coming out of those workouts with my hands and my knees and I'm about to be like, I'm about to throw up, then we didn't do it. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays are like my middle intensity. So I sprint, and then after the sprinting session, I would do 6 different workouts nonstop. So it would be one after the other, and then it'd be not too high that can match Saturday and Sunday's intensity.
Oh, gotcha. So it's kind of like a triple in to get to Saturday and Sunday for the full speed.
Yeah. Then once you get to Saturday, it's like
you gotta do it. Right?
Yeah. But I enjoy it. Towards the end, like when you're about to finish the workout, I said you have to have that smile. If you don't feel like you have that smile,
exactly,
that's like you have to question yourself in a way. Like, what am I doing this for? And I just find it very enjoyable because I mix CrossFit workouts to train for my sparring races.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Because most of the sparring races are just endurance, strength, and most of all just trying to have fun and have that. What would I say, like a happy mentality?
Yeah.
Because most of the races is like battling against your head. I'm like, am I gonna finish? Am I gonna be able to do this obstacle? What do I need to do? And then at the end, when you're able to make that obstacle, you feel like that sense of happiness that you did it because you thought you weren't gonna do it, but it's just a sense of believing in yourself. And then when doing the certain workouts, you get that little piece of it.
Yeah.
Because once you finish that workout, it's kind of helping you to do that obstacle, and it gives you also that little piece of knowing what it means to be successful.
Yeah, it's just like, I always say it's like having that why, like why you go to the gym, why you go work out and prepare, because you want to get that happiness, that high every time you complete something. And I'm sure like every time you run that race or complete the obstacle, you're like, oh, that's why that training helped her. That's why I went hard in the gym doing that specific training, and that's what makes it easier to do everything else. It's I'm guessing that's what you look for when you do run the races.
How long are your workouts usually?
So my workouts, it varies.
Because I know you're trying to train, so I don't know if it's a certain time frame that you do as a workout. You know, some people stay hour, 2 hours in the gym, and then we recently did a 45-minute workout. And we seen the difference. So how long did your workout take?
So the workout we're gonna do today, or we did today, was mainly like a 30-minute session. So we just basically built a high intensity, just to go one after the other, just a whole partner working session. So just one after the other, and then normally for my workouts that I would normally do by myself, like the low intensity would be more like 30 to 40 minutes. The middle intensity would be like an hour, and then the super high intensity, because I put in heavy lifting at the end, it'd be like hitting 2 hours.
Okay.
Because there's rest times and stuff like that in that part. Okay.
You're gonna need that type of
Yeah. It's like one of the times, like when I was doing heavy lifting, I started feeling like it. I'm like, oh shit.
You guys take a step back, right?
Alright, so now we went through your fitness, and mostly what people are here to see about this is what they want to know about the sneakers. Now, I see what sneakers you have here, so we generally ask, like, what do you look for when you go to the store and buying shoes? Like, what are you actually looking for? Like, are you looking for flexibility, like perforation? Like, explain us your sneakers.
What I look for is functionality. Some shoes that would necessarily help me in the different types of workouts that I do. So I wouldn't usually wear these where I'm doing my CrossFit sessions, or when I'm running in the regular treadmill, because these shoes tend to wear much faster on regular concrete.
Yeah.
And then these would be much better and steady when I'm doing box jumps, because they won't slip. And if I'm wearing these, I'm like, oh shit.
Now you'll definitely slip on that one for sure.
And then when it comes to style, I necessarily like my shoes kind of being flashy. This is my third pair of Metcons that I have. I got the black ones, then I enjoyed the black ones, and then I got like camel ones.
Nice.
The camel ones are at home, unlike these, because they just came out.
They're nice. They're so nice.
And then you can write on them with chalkboard or like expo markers and make them look nicer. But I couldn't find any. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to put something here, and then I can't find it.
Yeah, usually people put like their goals or something like that, or hashtag. That's a neat idea for that.
Now you come into the clutch there again.
Yeah.
Just a couple things about these shoes, just to go over them here. So you got the Nike Pegasus. The Solomons, I don't know what model that is. Do you know which model that one is?
The Speed Cross 4.
So yeah, they said it right in the sound, but whatever. I should have read that, right? The Speed Cross 4.
They're dirty, so he's putting some work into it.
That's fine. And then you got the Metcon 4s. So a couple things here with the Metcon 4s. Like you say, they just came out. You got the reflective laces, 3M laces. These, I just saw this, which is pretty cool. They're two different colors, the pink and the blue, which actually look like chalk, which is pretty cool. The material up here, it's designed a certain way so you can get a more tighter fit on the shoe. Down here, actually you can see the different type of rubber here. So this is an extra sticky rubber. So like he mentioned, when you do the burpees, and you'll see it when we do the workouts, that it's good for the burpee so it doesn't slip out under him. It's there for that extra grip. It's a nice flat shoe too, but it's very flexible. It's really nicely designed. You got the Solomons here. I wanted to just explain that a little bit.
Yeah, you've seen it on previous videos of ours with Mike Varro, but it's the same thing. It has a lace locking system right here, and then you have the shoe, the tongue with the little pocket. You just tuck it in right there because they just won't clip into any rocks or sticks or anything like that as well too.
Yeah.
And like we mentioned off camera, these 8 treads right here, they wear out easy on concrete, but then they're mainly just for like dirt and stuff like that, so they won't wear out as easily. But obviously you can see it's very dirty. Sorry, so you guys have to back in this happen later. But
That's like the Sansa Sparta.
Yes, yeah, I like that.
so obviously he uses for his Spartan races and stuff like that too as well. And they have drains too. These usually come with drains as well. So when you're going through water, it just seeps out as well too.
All right, so as you can see, I'm gonna pull it up here. As you can see, the tread is pretty much if you just got it, and that's 8 races. If you ran on concrete, this would pretty much be gone in probably like a couple runs. Mm-hmm. But this is 8 intense races, and you know they're miles and miles long, and they look brand new with the tread under. This is the Pegasus here. This one's got actually the rubber for the traction that's good for the water. It's got a fly like what kind of material can I just say for this one?
It's like a microfiber type of.
It's like water resistance, like almost like an Under Armour type of thing, I guess. Again, the Loctite laces, also designed. It's got the different colors here, and then the main thing is the design up here, which is really it comes to a point. It's good for the running, the movement of the shoe.
Oh, the heel toe.
The heel toe, yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but I can't say it. But these are really nice. And that's there. Sorry. So those are the different running sneakers that he has, the training ones. As you see, these are. Let's talk about price point. These I know go around 130, 140, mm-hmm. Brand new retail. What about the Solomons? Because I know those vary a little bit.
I was able to get them for like $100.
Okay.
They normally
so
go.
I got it for a bargain.
Yeah.
Because they're not $100. That's actually cheap for Solomon.
Because I know they normally go for like 160,
yes,
150.
Yeah.
And then for the Pegasus, I got them for the same price as this, like 130.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then these let's talk about foot for you, because I know Nikes run a little bit narrow. Mm-hmm. What kind of foot do you have? Is it wide foot? Are you in the narrow? Or are you in between?
I feel like I'm in between.
Yeah, so you're like us. We're like right in between. It's not too narrow and it's not too wide.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you're very busy. You got a lot of you got 3 jobs?
I got 2.
2, 3 jobs, whatever, and school. All right. So how do you like maintain and find the way to train and like keep that motivation to go? Because typically when people have so much going on, like you have school, work, the last thing they want to do is go to the gym. And I know you work out 7 days a week. Yeah. Like, just explain to our viewers, like, how do you do it? Because a lot of people see it, they see it outside on social media, but they don't see like the real people doing it because they just assume the ones who are on social media, you're like a real life person that they can see that does it. You know, just explain to that for them.
Okay. Well, my week starts out like any week. I get 24 hours in a day. What I do is I plan out my week before it actually happens. So I would just sit down at the table having dinner or breakfast. Usually in one of my classes where there's nothing going on. I'm just like, how's my week look like?
You study.
Shout out to the teachers. Shout out to the teachers.
Love you.
Stay in school.
So I just look at my schedule, like from Monday, what does Monday look like? And then after that, what does Tuesday look like? And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, until I come back to the point where I was doing my schedule. And then just planning out my day. Like in the mornings, I will wake up at 6:30 or 6, depending how long it takes me to get up. And then just getting myself ready, going to the gym, depending on the working out sessions that I have. It could be 40 minutes, an hour, or 2 hours, but 2 hours is usually my weekends.
Yeah.
So I would just work out from like 7 till 8:30, and then just get myself ready, go to work, be at work from like 9 till 4 some days, and 9 till 12, because I would have to travel into the city, so that'd be like a 2-hour commute.
Oh, you go to the city?
Yeah.
God damn.
and then just stay there for the rest of the day. And then the other thing is just been able to maintain my nutrition, because being a student and being going into the city, just everything is free. It's like dollar pizza. Like, all right.
This is so much easier. It makes it so much easier.
So that's how usually my weekly schedules look like, and then I'm just trying to see where I can find rooms if I need adjustments. If I have a test or I have to be somewhere with a friend, I'm able to make those adjustments where I can see fit.
Jesus. So like you said, like you're a busy guy. You're basically back to back on events and like working out and then working and stuff like that. And obviously you can see we were trying to get you in this for like 2 months. But so we know you're busy. But just tell the viewers out that how do you like motivate yourself? Like how do you get that mindset to go through all this process day by day in your life? Because a lot of people out there just can't figure it out, and they always say, "Oh, I have this amount of jobs and I can't get to the gym." But there's always a way out. Obviously, you're a perfect example. So just tell the viewers like how do you get your mindset ready for the for your day by day journey here to work out for the Spartan race and stuff like that.
Got it. So it's not a simple task that I find myself doing most of the time. There's days that I'm like, I just don't want to go. What I do is like it just becomes a habit. One little thing just starts building up to become a bigger thing. So if I don't go to the gym, I feel like my body just feels it. Feels very lazy, feels very down, and I'm like, I should have gone to the gym. But how I usually would start for me or anybody else, it just comes from myself. Or like if you have a friend or a partner that's willing to go to the gym with you, that's usually one of the ways you can start. What I've seen, some people do fall off the track, but also have to remember that the next day, if I fell off, how do I get back on? And how do I own what the mistake that I did yesterday to make it better for the next day? That's what I've seen with a lot of people that I know that necessarily won't go to the gym for like a week. I did a week session, and also them just working out too hard to the point where like, yo, I worked out too hard and my back hurts. You don't want to go to the gym and saying like, oh, I hurt myself, or I went to the gym and I overdid it and I've been sore for 5 days. You don't want to do that. You want to start working out at a low intensity and then just building off of that. Because you essentially don't want to hurt yourself, because working out is hurting yourself.
Yeah,
of course.
That's the best way to.
Yeah.
That's actually the best way to say it. It's like it's hurt yourself. Like I'm a big believer that you want to go to a gym and tire yourself out, like go all out. Like for me, if I go there and I'm lackadaisical and I just go through the motions, it's like I'm wasting my time. I'd rather just be lazy here. It's like the whole point is going to the gym and just beating yourself up. It's hurting yourself, but you get the results afterwards. So, and I thank you for that and for explaining that. Now, basically, what we like to do is wrap everything up by saying, you know, what's next for you? When's your next Spartan race? If anybody can ask any questions or get any type of advice, where can they reach out to you if we can't do that? I don't know.
You start a team too. You know?
There's like so many questions right there. Let me. I miss one. So what's next for me? Right now, I'm not going to compete this year because I injured my shoulder. So I have basically all my mobility, but I can't do any pull methods like pull-ups. I can't do any bench pressing because I can't put that much weight. And I'm also very in that mentality that I want to take a little break and work on certain functions of my body, so when I come back, I'll be better. But right now, the next thing that's going on for me, which is pretty crazy, is doing a 12-hour Spartan race, which is a marathon. No, which is an event. It's not even a race.
I swear.
Yeah, and that's going on in not. Technically, like we're already in April, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's going to happen at the end of April, so it's going to be like from 5 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to go into the night. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, you and Mike, you should say that's someone just as crazy as you.
Where's it gonna be?
It's gonna be in New Jersey and Vermont, Vernon.
Okay.
So it's gonna be the Vernon Beast, but there's also it's called a Hurricane Heat 12 hours. But that's probably when I'm gonna start again. But who knows? Maybe I may do the one in City Field.
Oh yeah, that's the one that Mike did.
Mike
At
did,
City
yeah,
Field.
exactly.
Yeah, that one I heard is like insane.
Mhm.
They go through the actual field, right?
Yeah, you
And
go
into
to
the
the
locker
field,
room.
Yeah, I was like, get to the push-ups where like they change clothes. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh
oh,
yeah. Exactly.
So you go up the whole thing, and I'm like, you went to the City Field? Like, yeah, I did. I went through the locker room and everything. I went in the homes where they play. I went in the field and everything, and then
That's
I was
crazy.
like, took a picture.
That's sick. Well, maybe one day I'll do it. Not really, but I figure I can put it on film. One day I'll do it.
Yeah, it's bad. It's gonna be one day, right? It's like
You know, I need to get through a workout that you just got. No, thank you. Not
work
yet.
out with me, and then we'll get there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
Well,
true.
well said.
And then, what was the other question? See, I'm telling you.
Instagram handle.
I did way too much. I'm sorry. I
Nah,
just
you're
threw it
good.
all at you. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm like, I need a do pad.
Cheat sheet.
Instagram handle right now I have Spartan _392. So if you guys have any questions or just want to say hi, be like, yo, what's going on? Where you racing? Like, yo, I like those shoes. I was like, or anything, what type of shoes that I wear? Just hit me up right there, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it. So that's gonna wrap us up. This is episode 6.
6.
Cause I'm all over the place.
It's a good thing, though. We're up to 6.
Yeah, I know, that's true. I can't believe 6, slowly approaching to 10. That's going to end it with Margot here. Margot, I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. I really do. Sorry, don't slip there.
Sorry, my foot.
He's a foot injury,
Yeah,
so,
take it out, so.
Again, so Warner can't really do the workout that we're about to do because of his foot. So he was back last time and then back again and then back out again.
Yeah.
So we're slowly but surely getting him in here. So now we're going to go to a 24-hour fitness in Nanuet. He's going to put us through a gruesome workout, which I'm not looking forward to, and which I am, but I guess, I don't know. I got to do it. So we'll do that. We're going to wrap it up, and thank you again. We're going to put his handle at the bottom. Feel free to reach out to him. If you need advice, ask him. If you want to have me ask him, if you want, I'll do that too. If you guys have any other questions about the shoes, I'll be glad to explain more about it. And then that's it. That's pretty much it. And we're out.
Right.